Check out this lovely lady. This is Miss Shellie Hunt. Look at this dress. I'm telling her, she looks Pretty Woman. Julia Roberts. All of you have seen the movie. Gorgeous. So what stuck out in my mind, which because we are a success talk show and we've interviewed so many celebrities and entrepreneurs on their success, I love this. Success is by design.
Thank
right,
you.
Shellie?
Yes, it is truly by design. Absolutely.
So people are always saying, this happened to me, I'm such a victim, and if I had my own breaks and that sort of thing. Do you find that that is the majority of what people are thinking because they didn't have that silver spoon or growing up and all of that?
Well, I grew up under a house in Boston next to a water heater, like literally under a house. And I think that one of the things that I find entrepreneurially and business-wise and service-wise, one, people stop themselves and talk themselves out of actually even starting a business. They get overwhelmed. They think of all the different things. There really are no obstacles. It has nothing to do with how much money you have, how old you are, how if you're male, female, tall, short, your butt's too big. It really doesn't matter. That's all a story that we make up in our mind. It truly is, because success is by design. And it's being able to first look at our self-imposed limitations. That's number one. Okay. Two, know anything is possible. If you can think of it, it can be created. And three, right now is like the ultimate time, especially here in the United States, even though I work internationally, really right now in the United States, to partner. I mean, I've had inventors where we've sold their inventions for $300,000 in less than 60 days without really a lot of money up front. So anything can be turned over. Anything can be done. It just, thirdly, has to be strategized.
So, okay, tell me, I kind of want to go back to your own personal story here. Okay. So you go from having nothing to having something. Okay. Take me through some of those steps, because I don't think it would happen overnight for you to go from A to Z. So tell me about that.
I met a man and he changed my life. His name was Bob Proctor. And it was also Alan Dorman. And I really started to understand legacy, purpose, humanity, and being of service. Because when we're of service and we understand that, the rest will follow. Now, I'm not talking woo-woo etheric service. I'm talking your services or your product being of service to humanity or to people or to whatever it is that it is serving. So I understood those principles, and then I really went on in my 20s because I really wanted to understand how people owned multiple businesses, and they didn't have to give up their personal life. Like, they were actually happy, like they were not a slave to the business. The business, I always have this saying, and I say, businesses are meant to free us from the chains that bind us, not so we're bound by the chains of a business. And so I went on a mission and I understudied a lot of people that owned multiple businesses. I knew it was possible. It wasn't just movie stars that did it and had happy personal lives. And what I found was there were certain strategies and certain success principles that they absolutely used. And so that's what I love to show people.
Can you give me some of those success strategies?
Absolutely. One is we get on this treadmill of life, and it's almost like this little squirrel wheel where life starts to run us. We don't run life. You know what I'm talking about? Where we are habitual creatures as human beings, and it's really for us to be able to set our own pace and our own patterns. And any time that we're changing patterns, it feels awkward, it feels weird. It's like, this doesn't feel normal. But if you're not getting the results that you want in your life, you've got to change your habitual patterns. Okay. So one of the things is, for example, take a look at what you do in your life. What time do you wake up in the morning? How do you wake up? What's your attitude in the morning? What does your week look like? How is your health? Do you want to, it's one of those things where you go, I'm going to work out more, and then you never get to the gym, or you never get that personal trainer. So you've got to be able to really adjust your schedule to how you want it to be. For example, take out your calendar. Really set the days. You know what? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to work out. And it's going to be from 4 to 5 p.m. or whatever it is. Okay, you know what? I'm going to work on my business ideas on Tuesday and Thursday, or I'm going to work on that new book, or I'm going to work on the new idea for that invention. And really being able to schedule in, and it sounds funny because people go, well, that's living in a box. But really being able to schedule in your free time, your relationship time, your self-time. Self-time is important. Your family time, your business time, your business expansion time, your children time, you know, that's outside of your, if you have children. So really the whole gist, in a nutshell, is that you start to run your life, not your life runs you. That is the start, absolutely, of success.
I like that. I really like that a lot.